Lovely viewers. It all started when eagle-eyed fans noticed something during a seemingly innocent set of photos. Lee Min-ho posted a set of candid outdoor pictures. Smiling, hands in pockets, his usual effortless charm radiating through. But one detail caught sharp-eyed MinKyo fans off guard. A ring. Not just a ring, but a ring that looked almost suspiciously similar to one Song Hye-kyo had been spotted wearing just days before. First, people brushed it off. After all, celebrities wear accessories all the time, right? But this ring wasn't ordinary. It wasn't flashy. It wasn't sponsored. It wasn't part of a brand deal. It looked simple, personal, almost intimate. And in the world of celebrity symbolism, nothing screams romance louder than matching couple rings. Lovely viewers, you already know what happened next. The internet exploded. Fans clipped screenshots, zoomed in like FBI agents, brightened the exposure, increased the contrast, circled the ring in red. Anything to prove that what they suspected was real. Before anyone knew it, hashtags like #MinKyoRing, #matching-rings, and #finally confirmed were trending worldwide. Even bigger K-drama pages picked it up, each adding their own analysis. TikTok creators made edits. Twitter spaces opened. Fan accounts ran polls. Instagram reels popped up every 5 minutes with slow-motion zoom-ins on those iconic rings. It became the ultimate K-drama lover's dream. A mystery, a romance, and a clue-filled treasure hunt. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Because what could have been dismissed as coincidence quickly turned into something far more compelling. A fan who attended a charity event, where Song Hye-kyo made an appearance, uploaded a short clip. Her hand casually brushed her hair away, and there it was again. The same ring, same simple band, same metallic shine, same design. And this time, fans compared the exact angle of Min-ho's ring to hers and realized something shocking. The two looked like they belonged to the same jewelry set. That wasn't coincidence anymore. That was intentional. Now, knowing the personalities of Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo, neither of them would flash something so personal unless they were comfortable with fans noticing. Both are extremely private. Both protect their personal lives with an invisible shield. So if the rings were visible in public, viewers, doesn't that tell you something? Doesn't that whisper that maybe, just maybe, they weren't trying to hide anymore? But the story doesn't stop there. Because after the initial explosion, new layers began unfolding. One fan posted a side-by-side comparison of Min-ho's photos over the past few months and noticed something spine-chilling. The ring had appeared more than once. In fact, it appeared on at least 3 separate occasions, each time with a slightly different outfit, a different setting, and a different angle. This meant one thing. He wasn't wearing it for a shoot. He was wearing it because he wanted to. Meanwhile, Song Hye-kyo had also been subtly wearing the same ring during her photo sessions, behind-the-scenes videos, and even during a makeup brand interview. Lovely viewers, when you put all the pieces together, it becomes impossible not to ask the question fans have been begging to know. Are the matching rings the soft confirmation the world has been waiting for? What made everything even sweeter was how quiet both stars remained. No denial. No explanation. No, the ring is just a fashion accessory. This silence wasn't the silence of avoidance. It was the silence of comfort. The silence of two people who didn't feel the need to explain something that felt natural to them. And somehow, that silence made everything louder for the fans. Lovely viewers, let's now take a step back and breathe in the emotional whirlwind this has caused in the K-drama fandom. For years, fans have admired Min-ho and Hye-kyo separately. Both have a legacy built on unmatched performances, classic romance dramas, and unforgettable chemistry with co-stars. Fans adored them individually long before any rumor ever connected them. So once whispers of their closeness started, supporters felt as if two universes were gently drifting toward each other. But the thing that makes the ring moment so magical is that nobody expected it. There wasn't a paparazzi ambush. There wasn't a leaked article. There wasn't a suspicious sighting at a private location. It was simply two people living their lives, and unintentionally, or maybe intentionally, giving the world a hint of something deeply personal. And oh, lovely viewers, Let's not ignore the symbolic meaning of couple rings in Korean culture. It's not random. In Korea, couple rings are often exchanged before any big announcement. They're usually a prelude to something deeper, a sign of mutual commitment, love, exclusivity, and shared future. Unlike flashy engagement rings, couple rings are quieter, softer, more sentimental. They say, "You belong with me," without screaming it. They whisper love instead of shouting it. So when Minho and Haekyo were spotted wearing matching rings, fans naturally interpreted it in the context of Korean romantic tradition. And honestly, who can blame them? The symbolism fits beautifully. Now let's talk about the emotional reaction. One fan wrote, "I've shipped them for months, but I never imagined we'd get something so clear." Another said, "This isn't coincidence. This is confirmation without words." Thousands of comments echoed the same sentiment. The MinKyo fandom was reborn. Bigger, louder, happier, more hopeful than ever before. People who had never even watched their dramas suddenly became curious. TikTok users who barely follow K-celebs found themselves watching edits, emotional breakdown videos, and fan theories late into the night. The ring moment wasn't just a romantic clue. It became a cultural phenomenon. The media couldn't resist either. Entertainment pages started posting subtle articles like, "Fans notice interesting similarity in Lee Min-ho and Song Hye-kyo's latest appearances." They didn't go all in, because neither star's agency had confirmed anything, but they didn't ignore the buzz either. And that's the moment everyone realized just how big this was. When the media notices, analyzes, and repeats a fan theory, it's no longer just a theory. It becomes a conversation. But let's step into a more emotional angle for a moment. Lovely viewers, imagine what it must feel like for two people at the peak of fame to try to nurture something private. Imagine the pressure. Imagine the noise. Imagine how difficult it is to hold someone's hand when millions are watching. And then imagine them still choosing matching rings, knowing full well that someone somewhere will notice. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that brave in its own gentle way? And here's another chilling moment. During a fan event, a supporter told Minho, "We will support you no matter who you love." And Minho, instead of brushing it off, smiled warmly and said, "Thank you for that." Not a denial, not a deflection. A simple acknowledgement that love, real love, is something he values. Fans replayed that clip over and over, insisting he was speaking indirectly about Haekyo. And honestly, many believe he was. Meanwhile, Haekyo has been glowing lately. There's a softness around her, a gentleness in her eyes, the kind of glow people noticed when she first fell in love years back. And now, lovely viewers, that glow seems to have returned. Stronger, warmer, more peaceful. Could the reason be the man who has been wearing a matching ring? After the initial frenzy, something interesting happened behind the scenes. Instead of fading, the ring conversation grew stronger. Fans expected the hype to cool down after a few days. But it didn't. In fact, it intensified. More people began noticing tiny, subtle details that went unnoticed at first. Lovely viewers, this is where the MinKyo detective community truly shined. People began digging into older content, cross-referencing dates, comparing jewelry styles, analyzing lighting reflections. It became a full-on investigation powered by love, excitement, and the hope that these two superstars have finally found comfort in each other's hearts. One of the most emotional discoveries came from a fan who pulled an old behind-the-scenes vlog from Minho's overseas photoshoot. The clip wasn't new, it was months old. But guess what the fans noticed upon rewatching? That same silver band. It was faint, barely visible, but unmistakably there. And the realization hit everyone like a wave. He had been wearing the ring long before anyone paid attention. Which raises the question, how long have Minho and Haekyo been connected in this quiet, beautiful way? And just when fans were processing that revelation, another emotional layer surfaced. Song Haekyo, in a recent interview, was asked how she maintains peace in her life despite fame and public scrutiny. She smiled softly, one of those gentle glowing smiles that stay in your mind, and she said, "I think peace comes when you feel understood by the people who matter to you." Lovely viewers. The timing of that statement could not be more suspicious, or romantic, or both. The fandom immediately tied that comment to the matching ring situation, interpreting it as a subtle hint that there is indeed someone special bringing serenity into her life. And really, who fits that description better than Lee Min-ho? Someone who knows the weight of fame, the pressure of public expectations, and the loneliness that can exist even at the top. But oh, the story gets even more breathtaking. A stylist, not directly linked to either star but known to work in the same industry, made a mysterious post on her private account about the couple everyone loves but doesn't yet know. The post didn't name names, but the comments under it were filled with winks and heart emojis from insiders. The post was deleted hours later, which of course only made it more suspicious. Because why delete something that isn't sensitive? Lovely viewers, when people delete things, it's usually because they said too much. Now let's take a moment to explore something else: the emotional vibe in both stars' recent appearances. Lee Min-ho has been unusually soft in his behavior lately. Fans noticed how often he smiles to himself during events, how calm he seems, how peaceful. Min-ho has always been charming, but lately, there's a glow in his demeanor that feels new, refreshing, almost romantic. Meanwhile, Song Hye-kyo has been radiating warmth that fans haven't seen in a long time. She's been laughing more in interviews, engaging more with fans, and displaying a relaxed confidence that seems to come from emotional stability. It's the glow of a woman who feels cherished, who feels loved in a quiet, steady way. And when you put everything together, the matching rings, the glow in their eyes, the peaceful energy, the subtle hints from insiders, lovely viewers, it becomes nearly impossible not to believe that something incredibly beautiful is unfolding behind the scenes. But wait, the continuation gets even more intense. A fan who attended Min-ho's private brand event said that during the group photo, she noticed he subtly touched the ring with his thumb, a gesture that lovers often do when thinking about the person connected to that ring. She didn't think much of it until she went home and saw the viral ring compilations online. Suddenly, that small action made perfect sense. The gesture looked like instinct, like something he didn't even notice he was doing. And if that's not the behavior of a man in love, then what is? Another emotional bomb dropped when fans realized something astonishing. Both Min-ho and Hye-kyo posted photos of sunsets on the same day, within minutes of each other. Lovely viewers, these weren't just any sunsets. They had the exact same golden tint, the same cloud shape, the same horizon glow. Fans speculated that they were in the same location or at least looking at the same sky from close distances. Imagine that, two people silently sharing a moment with the world without saying a single word. The comment section on both posts quickly filled with fans saying things like, "Are you two looking at the same sky?" And, "This feels like a soft announcement." Neither star responded, which only added fuel to the fire. Silence can be louder than words, especially when it feels intentional. Lovely viewers, as we continue this inclusive emotional journey, let's pause and consider the deeper meaning behind all these clues. Matching rings are not just accessories. They are symbols, promises, commitments exchanged quietly, without spectacle. They represent a bond that is personal, pure, and not for public validation. In a world where everything is shared, posted, monetized, or sensationalized, a private symbol like a couple ring carries immense weight. And the more fans observed, the more they realized that neither Min-ho nor Hye-kyo tried to hide their rings in subsequent appearances. That is perhaps the biggest clue of all. If they wanted to shut down the rumors, the easiest thing to do would be to remove the rings. But they didn't. They wore them confidently, publicly, casually, as if saying, "This is part of my life now, and I'm not ashamed." Lovely viewers, that is not the behavior of people trying to keep something purely professional. That is the behavior of people embracing their truth, softly, quietly, together. Now let's explore another emotional layer that fans have been piecing together. On Min-ho's official blog, he shared a beautifully written reflection about finding someone who understands silence. The post was poetic, almost melancholic, yet soothing. Fans immediately connected it to Hye-kyo, who is known for her calm, introspective nature. The timing of the post, right when the ring frenzy started, made fans even more emotional. Not long after, MinKyo posted a quote that read, "Love is not about loudness. It's about presence." And lovely viewers, the world collectively sighed. These two seem to be communicating through gestures, symbols, and meaningful words, leaving fans to decode the emotional story between each line. And here is where the continuation becomes even richer, because the matching rings were just the beginning. What followed was an atmosphere, an energy, a soft unfolding of something delicate and real. The fandom felt it. The media felt it. Even casual observers could feel it. People began asking each other, "Why does this feel so real?" And the answer was simple: because everything aligned too perfectly to be coincidence. Lovely viewers, the continuation of this saga is not written in words but in emotions. It's written in glances, in rings, in sunsets, in quiet gestures, in timing, in the glow of two people rediscovering love. And if the matching rings were the spark, then these new developments are the flames gently rising.